As a man living in this demonic world and this new modern world, it's really important for you to understand that you must go to war with yourself. You must truly kill your ego to be reborn. Now, there's multiple reasons why I say this, and we're going to get into it. So one of the reasons why I truly believe that you need to have an ego death and you need to truly embrace your true spirituality and awaken the core of your soul. A lot of men don't have spiritual awakenings, and a lot of men are not understanding what's happening in society. One of the main things that I've noticed is most men will get caught up in pain. Most men will get caught up in trauma. Most men will get caught up in the true hurt that they have and constantly reincorporate those thoughts into their subconscious program and their conscious program. So typically what tends to happen is, I'll give you an example. Let's say a man has been hurt as a child. He was abused, then he went to school, he was bullied. So he developed that ego as to where I'm a victim, I'm a loser, I'm miserable, I'm never going to be anything more with my life than being looked at as somebody that doesn't bring any value to this market and any value to this world. And then maybe women didn't find him attractive because they saw that he was a broken little boy. So then he grew up, didn't never get attraction from females. And then he developed this ego to where no woman wants to date him. No woman finds him attractive. So then that ego has just began to magnify those certain thoughts. And this is what I'm saying. You need to go to war with that. You need to go to war with that idea. You need to go to war with those concepts that you've developed and create a new identity. So it's extremely important for you to kill that aspect of yourself so that you can be reborn. A lot of men say that they can, but it's just because their program runs so deep. Pause. What you need to do is you need to definitely think about what are some things right now in this moment that I don't like about myself. Let's say it's the fact that you're overweight. You spend too much time eating hot Cheetos, playing video games. What you need to think about is, if I really want to be the best version of myself and become a powerful man that radiates masculinity and dominates the room whenever he walks in and you can feel his presence, how can I get to this point? I'm literally on step A and I want to get to step Z. And that's the problem. Most men, their ego takes them to the future and the past, and they live too much in that moment. So you can't automatically think, all right, for me to get to this point and me to lose 100 pounds, I have to do all these things. You're going to overwhelm yourself, then you're not going to want to do anything. You're not going to take any tangible steps. There's a saying that in order for you to eat an elephant, you have to do it one bite at a time. Bro, that's what I need you to do. One thing at a time. One moment at a time. Don't overcomplicate this. Don't overthink this. Too many men overthink this and then they get stuck in this ego that doesn't allow them to be reborn. There's a reason why in the Bible verses you get baptized. There's a reason why most men need that. You need something to tell you you've been reborn. And I believe that's what that is. When you're in water, it gives you, water is life. Water gives you a new start. It gives you a new beginning. It gives you a fresh start, and that's what you need. A lot of you guys just need somebody to give you a new day. And that's what happens when you wake up, though. Every day you wake up, you have a new day. You're reborn. So why continue to re-loop those programs that you have from the day to day to day? You need to interrupt those thoughts. It's extremely important for you to interrupt those thoughts and develop new routines and practice the discipline to do that. Once you do that, bro, you can let go of the past. You can let go of that pain. You can let go of that trauma. And then you can look forward to a brighter future. If you don't even want to choose to do that, just choose to live in the moment. Choose to embrace every moment and have gratitude, have peaceful thoughts, have joyous thoughts. Now, I know it's easier said than done when you're constantly living in this day by day by day. Let's say you're alcoholic. You've been drinking for 20 years of your life, smoking Newports and just fornicating. It's not going to happen overnight. And that's why you have to give yourself some grace. You have to give yourself the ability to not truly define one relapse or one slip up. You backslide a little bit and then you beat yourself up and then you go back into a darker path because these demons magnify. Give yourself a little bit of grace, my brother, and know that once you develop tangible actions to wake up on a spiritual level, then everything will start to radiate outward. So your inner spirit needs to be worked on first, though. In order for you to work on your inner spirit, you have to do things that are allowing you to connect with the source energy, with divine God, with powerful Holy Spirit. In order for you to do that, you need to wake up spiritually, though. You need to understand this is a spiritual battle. You need to understand that there's programs that are being sent your way to keep you on a low vibration. Some of this is truly metaphysical, and that's why I talk about this a lot. Because in order for you to get the things that you want in your life, you have to have faith. You have to believe. It all comes down to faith and belief and knowing. Once you have this, then you can truly gain anything you want because you're living in the reality that you have it. But most guys are stuck in their ego and they live too egotistical. Or you might have the opposite guy where this is why I say you need to go to war and be reborn. So many men might be egotistical, they're narcissistic, and they live on an aspect to where they can never do no wrong. They feel like they're better than everybody. They feel like they're truly better than every man on this earth. And one thing that I know about life and God in general is He will humble you. The moment that you think that you know it all, the moment that you think you got it figured out and you can never do any wrong, boom, something happens and God will quickly let you know you're not the one in charge, bro. At any moment you can get a health disease, you can get a sickness, somebody can hurt your feelings, somebody can break your spirit because you're allowing that moment to define you in that moment. So you might think, all right now, I'm a millionaire. I'm making so much money. I'm better than my family. I'm better than my friends. So in this moment, you're letting that define who you are. You're letting that ego rise. And the ego wants to do that, bro. The ego wants to give you more validation, more attention, more validation, more attention. So you're feeling that. So you're going about, yeah, I make more money than you. Yeah, look at me. You're trying to stun on people. You're trying to shine on people. And God's like, all right, you're not being humble. Let me take this away from you. Let me let you know at any moment this can be taken. And I've noticed that a lot of men aren't humble. You need to truly humble yourself, man. And I think when a man can go out there, truly understand this spiritual warfare, operate with God's spirit, and have a sense of empathy and sympathy for another man, and being able to relate him, and not being to a point to where you're trying to truly stun on everybody. But I think that's a powerful man. I think that's a magnificent man because he's walking with spirit. A lot of men are doing unrighteous things, and then they're wondering why they're not truly living in a spirit of God. They're not being blessed. They're not receiving the woman that they want. And it's all because you're living in that ego too much. Too many men are stuck in that egotistical mindset. I need you to regain a sense of God. When you're walking in spirit and living in this moment, you're not operating in that frequency. Your frequency is radiating magnet energy. So basically, you're attracting the things that you see. So if I'm walking in spirit, I'm naturally going to attract most men like that. I'm not going to attract, men that are always trying to be egotistical too and hating on me because that's not the vibration that I'm at. Now, you'll attract some of that sometimes naturally because, like I said, there's balance to everything. And whatever comes up must come down. If you have hate, you'll have love. If you have love, you'll have hate, vice versa. But that's okay. If I'm not living in my ego, if I went to war with my ego, I can receive that hate and send them love. I can transmute that energy. And that's why it's important for us to know what our ego is starting to present itself. Now, I don't truly believe that you can 100% kill it 100%. You need your ego because ego can be a good thing when used properly. But 90% of men are using it improperly. They're using it negatively to radiate nothing but negative thoughts, negative energy, they're depressed, they're not really wanting to live anymore, they're hopeless, they're sad, they're miserable. So when you truly design an ego that allows you to operate with God, that's why they say a lot of people have coined this term as ego is edging God out. The moment you bring God back into your ego, then you're humble, you're loving, you're caring, you're passionate, you're purposeful, you're walking in the room and allowing others to truly radiate a sense of God. Man, a lot of people just want to see some light in this world because this world is dark, this world is cold, This world will break your spirit. This world will keep you in a low vibration. It'll have you wondering why nobody wants to be great. It'll have you questioning your sanity. There's a lot of brothers that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. They're saying that they're in mental hospitals. They're losing their mind. They have nobody to talk to. They're lonely, and they're wondering why God hasn't blessed them. But a lot of times God hasn't blessed you because you haven't given him the opportunity to come into your life, because you're so caught up in your own thoughts. You're so caught up in being tormented by these demons. Your thoughts are just on loop over and over and over and over again. You have no true powerful thoughts that are allowing you to see that light at the end of the tunnel. Most men live lives of quiet desperation, and now more than ever, it's extremely important for us to, first of all, keep talking about these topics, and second of all, bring awareness to what's truly happening. And that's what I typically do on this channel. I'm allowing you to wonder sometimes, is there a different reality than what I'm constantly speaking? Because a lot of these men would just say the same things over and over, not bring any substance, not edify you. And I'm trying to edify you on a spiritual level. I'm trying to give you some tangible solutions and reasons why things are the way they are. And these are a lot of things that I've learned, bro. I've learned because I've tried to keep in connection with God. I've learned that when I was trying to act like I was the man and going out there getting women and making myself feel good because I was being told that I was handsome, that I was cute, and then I was, validating myself with them because then they were sleeping with me and things like that. My spirit was broken, man. Like a lot of times I would have to smoke, I'd have to go hang around with more people that would big up my ego, that was telling me I was doing a good job and that I was that dude. So I had to learn this the hard way too. But if I could teach one or two guys so that they don't have to learn the hard way, I think that's powerful, because I think we need that as men. Too many men aren't even telling us that we can walk in spirit. They're just telling you to go to listen to, Lil Uzi Vert, or go out there and put a woman on a pedestal. And once you truly go back to the core foundation of biblical principles and ethics, and you're morally sound, you'll have discernment to know when your ego is starting to rise and when you need to take a step back and evaluate the situation. Too many men aren't being aware. Part of letting your ego die to a certain extent is being aware of what's happening. Many men aren't self-aware, and there's multiple reasons for that. I think one of that is because their brain is moving too fast. You're being overstimulated, and there's multiple reasons for that too, because the more you're overstimulated, the more you can't tap into this spirit that I'm talking about. So they give you more fast-paced social media, more lust, sexualize your mind. Then they give you foods that don't keep you on a high vibration. A lot of these foods lower your vibration, lowers your testosterone, gives you no drive, makes you feel lethargic. So then it changes your taste buds, so you don't even want to eat high vibrational food. You don't want to eat fruit, watermelon, fruits and vegetables. You'll rather eat some hot Cheetos. You'd rather go to McDonald's. You'd rather fill your body with poison like alcohol, smoke cigarettes, drink a Monster, because it's keeping you in a vibration to where you're craving it. You start to become addicted to it. They're putting these additives, these preservatives in it so that you're going to become more addicted to these things. And bro, that's what I'm saying, dog. When you start to awaken up your spirit, there's so many different downloads you can get, and you'll start to see that 90% of this world is demonic. 90% of this world is not going to truly understand who you are on an inner level. That I'm a spirit, that I'm in tune with God, and I'm one with God, and the kingdom of heaven is within me. Once you start to meditate and pray, you'll start to feel that spirit rising within you. You'll start to feel that God energy. And then if you incorporate semen retention as a man, it's going to 10x your results. And next thing you know, you're going to be able to really, truly understand what I mean when I'm talking about awakening your spiritual level. Most men might go through, let's call it like an ego death. It's dark night of the soul, where you get to it's a bump in the road. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you, because for a lot of men, you have to go that dark time in your life that hurt you. And you have to embrace that moment and truly try to heal from that. Now, there's different ways that you can heal. You can seek God. You can go to therapy. You can talk to people. You can vent, because a lot of times it's just you venting. And then, it's a powerful technique that I learned, bro. And if you're still watching this video, leave a comment down below and say that I'm going to change my life. I would love to hear that because I'm about to give you some game right now. I'm going to change my life. What you can do, bro, it's called a revision technique. Typically, most men live in some type of pain, and that pain is being re-looped. So let's say you were abused and you were truly being verbally abused by your parents. Your mom or your dad told you mean things, they cursed at you, they hit you. What you need to do is, instead of re-looping that pain, you spend some time in meditation, and then you start to begin creating a new reality of that. You start seeing, instead of that abuse, you can start seeing that they were hugging you, that they were loving you, that they were taking you out to the park and just pushing you on a swing. You start changing those thoughts with positive thoughts. It's a powerful manifestation technique that you can incorporate, because all this really comes down to, bro, is your imagination. I'm really giving you game in this video. It comes down to your imagination, because you're creating, your imagination creates reality in general. The thoughts that you have is what continues to portray the reality that you have. So if you're seeing only positive things, you'll only live in a reality of only positive things. But if you're seeing, I'm a loser, I'm horrible, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, you're going to keep attracting that. The law of attraction is real. All this stuff is real. I don't care. A lot of these people will come on and think that they're all masculine and say that this isn't real. Bro, the people that are truly at the top, what do you think they're doing? They're telling you it's not real so they can get all the game, so they can keep creating their reality, so they can keep changing their programs, tapping into the power of their brain. Bro, our brain is like a supercomputer, and they know that, bro. All these people at the top, they know that, and they're laughing at us when these men, these hardcore men come on here and say, no, bro, you just need to man up and get disciplined. You need it, bro. Just imagine if you took both, you'll be at where I'm at. You'll have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the spirit, you have God backing you, and you'll have the ability to radiate masculinity. You'll have the power, you'll have the drive, you'll have the motivation. You'll be able to revise things in your mind. You'll be able to go out there and feel like nothing can stop you. And that's how you truly need to feel as a man. You need to know that right now, I'm truly going to embrace a new lifestyle. You're not going to keep tormenting me no more, demons. I'm going to rise up and embrace who I'm truly meant to be. Once you walk with that confidence, bro, we can change the world. And that's what I want more men here at Men Are Needed to do. I want you to truly walk with your head held high. I see so many men looking down, so many men looking sad, so many men wanting not to live no more, all because they don't truly know the power of their mind, bro. The mind is the most powerful thing that you have. That's why a lot of men say that you can be imprisoned in the mind. Gandhi famously said that. You know, you can keep whatever you want as long as you keep your mindset on point. And you truly, there's a book called Man's Search for Meaning by, I think, Viktor Frankl. Read that book, bro. He was in prison, and then he started to develop, they were like, I think it was like a concentration camp, and then he was basically being tormented and things like that. They were beating him, they were keeping him with not a lot of food, keeping him in jail, things like that. But he truly tapped into the power of his mind and knew that with that positive mindset, with the keeping the mind strong, keeping the mind on point, you can't break me, bro. You can't break my body. You can't break my spirit, because my mind tells my body what to do. The thoughts tell your body what to do. But it really comes back to spirit, though. The spirit is what we are. That tells the outside world, okay, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm doing. And then you keep the actions behind that, bro, your ego is going to be on point. You'll be able to humble yourself. You'll no longer live in this grief. You know what I mean? I need you to get past that grief, brother. I need you to get past that PTSD and walk with this new sense of identity, with this new paradigm reality. You can do it, bro. Stop thinking that you can't change these thoughts. It's so many men. I've talked to men from like 12 all the way to like 55, bro. Man, not even 55, 70. But at 70, it's a little bit difficult because they're kind of stuck in their ways. But you can still change if you truly believe in it. You just have to have that faith and that belief behind it. But once you truly can think about the thoughts that you're having, that's powerful in itself. So I implore you to do that, guys. I implore you to go to war, awaken your spirit, awaken who you are. Stop going out here thinking that you're who these people defined you to be. Leave that in the past. Look forward for a brighter future. This is our year to rise. This is our year to really take back who we are as men. And let's create a powerful community. Men are needed, and we are the chosen ones. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time, peace.